My God, my heart is still racing after that. What a victory by the Chicago Bears after 3 quarters of utter disappointment, utter failure, utter garbage. Half the fan base actually giving up and wanting to put Nick Foles in. Mitchell Trubisky silences all the haters, all the doubters with a crazy clutch fourth quarter performance, a 21-point performance in the fourth quarter to overcome a 17-point deficit and beating the Detroit Lions in the first game of the 2020 NFL season. What's up, guys? I'm back with the weekly Chicago Bears post-game reaction videos. You can tell based on my face, okay? I'm happy, okay? I'm not gonna hide it. I know, there's so many bad things to talk about in this game. It was against the Detroit Lions with their top 3 cornerbacks pretty much out at the end of the game. DeAndre Swift dropped the game-winning touchdown. I'm not going to act like we didn't get a little bit lucky, okay? Because we did 100% get lucky for this win. But to come back from 17 points down after literally everybody was giving up on you, okay? I was looking on Twitter. All the reactions from Bears fans, they were all negative. Nobody actually thought we could go in there and actually steal this game in the fourth quarter. Some people thought that maybe Mitch could put up some garbage time touchdowns. Maybe we can make the score look a little bit closer than it actually was. But to actually come back all the way and win this game, which, by the way, guys, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but some of the throws that Mitch Trubisky made in that fourth quarter, it shows you why we moved up to draft him number 2 overall. Now, the thing is, though, guys, it came after 3 quarters of absolute disappointment, absolute garbage play from our entire offense. So does this mean that Trubisky has officially turned the corner and he's going to be a great quarterback now this entire season? Absolutely not, okay? The sample size is too small. It's only 1 game and it only happened in the last quarter. But guys, I am not going to discredit Trubisky at all for this win because he earned it 100% with those crazy throws he made at the end of this game. The Mitch Trubisky that we saw over the last 15 minutes of this game was so extremely different. He was a totally different quarterback than the Mitch Trubisky that we saw over the first 3 quarters of this game. And guys, that's kind of a recurring theme with Mitch Trubisky throughout his entire career. Throughout his career, he's made some crazy comebacks, some crazy plays in the fourth quarter that he has simply not made to begin the game. Now that makes you question, is Matt Nagy not getting his guys ready at the beginning of games? Is Trubisky's pre-game routine not working out, or what's going on with Mitch Trubisky? Maybe he's simply just a better quarterback when he's in this hurry-up style of offense, when he needs to go down the field fast because he isn't thinking that much. I think one of the things with Mitch Trubisky is that he tends to think and overanalyze things a little bit too much. He doesn't take the easy throw, he doesn't take the easy read, he doesn't take what the defense gives him, and he tries to make plays that simply are not there sometimes, okay? We saw that when he threw into triple coverage. I forgot who it was too, but I think that could have been an interception which was dropped. I don't remember exactly, okay, guys? This game over the first 3 quarters was kind of a blur for me because I was extremely sad, okay? I'm not going to lie. After all those hype videos I made, after how pumped up I was for the season, to see us down by 17 points against the Detroit Lions out of all teams, a team that I've talked a lot of trash to now because, I've talked about how much Trubisky has owned this team. So, I had Lions fans coming after me for the first 3 quarters, and I was extremely sad. So it was kind of tough to pay attention to what was going on in this game. But pretty much, guys, what happened over the first 3 quarters was that our offense was simply not in sync in the red zone. We were actually driving down the field pretty effectively to begin this game, but we just could not put the ball in the end zone and score, any damn points, okay? We did have a couple field goals here and there, but we were not ending our drives with touchdowns, which is extremely disappointing because I truly did like what Matt Nagy was trying to begin this game, guys. We had a lot of motion going on in the backfield. We ran some concepts that I did not see that much last year. And for the majority of the first half also, we were running the ball pretty effectively, okay? I think David Montgomery had some decent carries. Cordero Patterson, Tariq Cohen going up the middle, okay? Not going side to side, going up the middle, up the gut. Tariq Cohen doing that, that tells you, our blocking when it comes to run blocking did improve pretty substantially, okay? Because we were actually gaining pretty decent yardage every time we ran the ball. So I was really happy to see our running backs get so involved early. But again, Trubisky could not put the ball in the end zone and finish these drives with touchdowns, which really hurt our offense and our entire team to begin this game. Because you guys also saw that when we were not putting up touchdowns, our defense got extremely demoralized. Now, that's not an excuse for a defense that has so much talent on it, okay? even if your offense is not scoring enough points, I mean, you have enough talent on this defense to take matters into your own hands, okay? Get those sacks, get the pressure on the quarterback, get those turnovers, and we had none of that in the first 3 quarters of this game. So I was truly worried about the defense because it seems like the Lions, I mean, they were just driving down the field with ease, and there was nothing we could do to stop that. Now, part of that blame does go to Chuck Pagano because the Lions were running some simple crossing routes in the middle of the field, and they were just getting open with ease, and we cannot figure out for the life of us how to stop them, especially on 3rd down, okay? On 3rd down, I think our defense gave up pretty much every attempt that the Lions had. I think we might have stopped them once in the first half, but I mean, we were letting the Lions drive down the field with ease. We had no pass rush whatsoever. I get that Robert Quinn was not in there, so it was tougher to gain any type of pressure on the opposite side of Khalil Mack. But guys, if you have this much talent on a defense, you have Akeem Hicks in there, you have Danny Trevathan, Roquan Smith, who can also rush the passer on occasion. You have Khalil freaking Mack. You should be able to find a way to get to the quarterback, get that pressure, and we cannot do that until the 4th quarter. So that was truly disappointing to see, but hopefully, you know, Robert Quinn is back for the next game and we don't have to talk about this anymore. And our defense goes back to being the best in the NFL because it surely did not look like the best today. But yeah, guys, continuing to talk about Mitch Trubisky, for the majority of this game, Trubisky looked like the same quarterback from 2019, still making those silly, dumb mistakes, not progressing through his reads, being inaccurate with his passes, okay? Even some simple ones as well. It seemed like even a simple 5-yard curl route, he could not hit because he was just all over the field with his accuracy, okay? I remember that pass to Cole Kmet near the end zone. He completely airmailed that over his head, so Cole Kmet had no shot at actually getting that. Some of the throws to Jimmy Graham were a little bit high and away. Now, I do get that Jimmy Graham did kind of mistime his jumps on some of those, so that was not completely Trubisky's fault, but for the majority of the game, guys, you cannot really blame anybody but the quarterback, okay? The offensive line was also looking decent, okay? They weren't looking amazing by any means, but they were looking better than they looked last year. Matt Nagy's play calling was a little bit improved, okay? We were running the football effectively. We were getting some easy throws to Trubisky here and there, and we were trying to build up his confidence, but Trubisky did not step up and take it. Now, I don't know what happened to Mitch Trubisky over the last 15 minutes of this game. Maybe he drank some magic juice, some magic potion. Maybe he sent a prayer to God and it got answered, or I don't know what the heck happened because, guys, Mitch Trubisky just looked like a totally different quarterback over the last 15 minutes of this game than he did in the first 45 minutes. And yeah, I know you guys can say that the Lions were missing their top 3 cornerbacks to end this game. So yeah, he had some easy competition to go against. But guys, even taking that into account, Trubisky was making some crazy throws out there that had nothing to do with the level of competition that he was going up against, okay? Because some of those throws were tight window throws that you had to be right on the money with. You cannot miss it by a second, especially that, what was it? I think the 27-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Miller going down the right sideline where he had the defender draped all over him, but Trubisky placed the ball perfectly right where it needed to be placed, and Anthony Miller, he dove into the end zone for that touchdown, man. I mean, those are the types of plays that we have been hoping to see from Trubisky during his entire career. That's the type of accuracy we saw from him in college. Now, sadly, we've only seen this in spurts so far from Mitch Trubisky. So yeah, he looks like a really accurate quarterback here and there, but he hasn't been able to put together like any sort of consistency with this level of play, which is why Trubisky still has a lot of haters, a lot of doubters, and he's going to still have to prove them wrong because, guys, in a game like this, he did not start playing football until there was 15 minutes left in this game. And against a better team, against a better defense who was not missing so much of their top talent, like, we would not have been able to come back, guys. So don't think Trubisky has turned the corner yet because he's going to have to continue this level of play throughout an entire game, you know, for us to have any sort of belief in him and for Nick Foles to not come in this season. But guys, I'm truly encouraged with what I saw from Trubisky over the last quarter of this game because if this gives him any sort of confidence boost at this point in his career, that's going to be extremely beneficial for the Chicago Bears because the Bears badly need a confident Mitch, a Mitch that knows what he's doing, that doesn't hesitate with his throws, that wants to go and throw the ball down the field because far too many times we have lost games because Mitch Trubisky is scared to throw the football down the field. He's scared to throw interceptions. He's scared to miss his receiver. Like, he's scared to go down the field and attempt those deep shots that are presented to him. And, you know, that's why our offense has been so stagnant over the last year or so. So if Trubisky can gain his confidence back, if he can get back that gunslinging mentality, which I feel like he never truly had, but in college, he definitely did, that could completely change this Bears offense forever. You guys saw over the last 15 minutes of this game, Trubisky was extremely quick with his decision making. He was going all over the field, the right side, the left side, completing passes to all of his receivers, not just one. So he wasn't locked in on his first read. He was going through all of his reads and making the right throw. And overall, man, he looked like such a great quarterback to end this game. So guys, again, Mitch Trubisky brought the clutch factor. He turned it up when this team was down, when nobody thought that we had any shot of coming back, and he gave us this victory. So Mitch Trubisky, man, he honestly might have saved his career, because with the way this game was going the first 3 quarters, I could have easily seen Nick Foles coming in for the next game. But now, guys, Mitch Trubisky is definitely going to be starting the next game, and Nick Foles is going to have to wait his turn. So beautiful ending of this game by Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, I get that he struggled for the majority of this game, but to end the game like this, make this crazy comeback that nobody saw coming. I think this might have been one of the greatest comebacks in Bears history, if we're being honest. That is a confidence boost for Mitch Trubisky. So hats off, man, to Clutch Mitch. Let me also read you guys his stats. So Mitch Trubisky went 20 for 36 on his passing attempts. He had 242 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a passer rating of 104.2. So guys, in the fourth quarter, man, he really did boost his numbers, and they're looking as good as they looked over the Lions during his entire career. So again, he's continuing to dominate this Lions team, this Lions defense, and torture them even more. One thing I also like was that Trubisky took advantage of his legs in this game as well. Not only evading defenders and making these crazy throws on the run, but also running for first downs. He had 3 rushes for 26 yards, and some of those runs were absolutely huge. So Trubisky finally taking advantage of his legs again. I love to see that, because that is when this Bears offense truly does open up. Now, talking about our receivers, they had an incredible day. Like pretty much all across the board, from Anthony Miller getting that game-winning touchdown, getting some one-handed catches where he's just making these crazy acrobatic circus catches that not many receivers can make. So Anthony Miller, man, he might be having a breakout season this year. We saw Allen Robinson with 74 yards and some crazy catches as well. I think in the middle of the field, he had that crazy play where he had to extend for the first down, where Trubisky was a little bit inaccurate with that pass, but Allen Robinson did save Trubisky there. So beautiful catch by A-Rob. Darnell Mooney was also active, the rookie. He had 5 catches for 38 yards, which I love to see. Jimmy Graham, okay, the tight ends. Jimmy Graham did have a touchdown. He pretty much bodied that DB and just caught the ball over him, which we have seen from Jimmy Graham so much in his career. So that does not surprise me, man. Jimmy Graham already having success. Now, he did mistime his jumps, which did cause our offense to stall in the beginning of this game. So he did make some mistakes, but overall, it was a pretty good day from Jimmy Graham. We saw Kmet. I think he had a catch. Did he not? No, he didn't have a catch. So he was targeted once near the end zone, but obviously Trubisky missed that pass. So Kmet could have had a touchdown, but Trubisky did miss him. So, maybe we see Kmet targeted more in the future, because today he wasn't really a big part of the passing attack. He was very active as a blocker, though. I think I saw him have some crazy blocks in the run game. So as a run blocker, Cole Kmet is truly helping out. Tariq Cohen wasn't too involved in the passing attack. He only had 6 receptions, and Javon Wims only had that 1 touchdown catch in the red zone. So overall, our main 3 receivers for this game were Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, and Darnell Mooney. But God, man, they did not disappoint whatsoever, because they were making plays pretty much the entire game and making life pretty easy on Mitch Trubisky in the fourth quarter. Now, talking about the defense now, I did not like what I saw whatsoever for the majority of this game. Chuck Pagano's play calling, like I already talked about, was pretty poor in the first half. And even without their number 1 wide receiver, Kenny Golladay, we were still allowing the Lions to get down the field with ease. Now, yeah, I understand they have a lot of weapons all over the field. They have Marvin Jones, they have speedy threats, they have TJ Hawkinson, who made, I think, a couple plays, and Matt Stafford is a pretty great quarterback. But to be allowing these 3rd and longs and all these crazy plays that our defense usually does not allow, that was pretty uncharacteristic of them. So hopefully they rebound the next game, because this performance was not good enough. But yeah, guys, overall, I still cannot believe we actually won this, because the Bears never win games like this, okay? When we get down this big, we usually come back a little bit, but we never actually come back all the way and finish the deal. And this just seems also like the opposite of Week 1 2018. You guys remember Week 1 2018 against the Packers? We were up big and we blew that lead. But now against the Lions, Week 1 2020, the opposite happened. Now, yeah, it is the Detroit Lions, so we're not going to get overly cocky, overly happy at what happened. But guys, celebrate this dub, because a 17-point comeback is a 17-point comeback. So what a win, guys. Trubisky might have saved his career with this incredibly clutch fourth quarter performance. And guys, to all the Lions fans out there that have been clowning my channel over the last couple days, the last week, big middle finger in all of your faces, guys. Suck it, okay? Trubisky still owns your franchise. Get out of here, okay? That is all I want to say. Leave your comments down below. And as always, bear down.